Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are playing in a park with a very long test ride. Yeah, big facepalm. I mean, that is what we did last time. We had test rides, and then we had test rides, and then some more test rides. Yeah, it was really bad. I got facepalmed when I discovered that. But at least we discovered it in time, and we haven't had this run for like a year or three. So we're good in that department, but it did cost us not only money but also guest count, because I remember that last video we started out with 900 guests and now we have 3. I mean, in total we didn't gain a thing, but we are a good month or so, a good month or so further in time. Which actually brings me to the following. We need another 350 guests in the park to even make it. To be safe, we need 400. We only have a year. That's gonna be a tight one. It ain't gonna be easy, but I'm sure we'll pull off. But we need to put our game face on, and our game face includes colonizing this island, which is the next thing that we're gonna do, but not before we do a quick vandalism check. And I'll rotate the view for this island just so that we can get a different view on the matter and maybe spot things that would have otherwise have been staying hidden for us. I don't see much vandalism actually. Yeah, it looks... Oh, no. Wait. Yeah, got you there. You trash can. Got you. By the way, this area is remarkably dirty. Why don't you go and clean that up, handy dude? I would very much appreciate that. Man, I love having this emergency handy dude who I can just slam down and say, clean you. That's what he's getting paid for anyway, so I don't feel bad about that in any single way, shape or form. This island's good, and it seems that this newest island is also pretty good, so I guess we're alright in the vandalism department. Now, of course, we cannot really do a pricing check whilst it's raining, so we'll come back at a later date and we'll do the pricing check. Now, though, this island, we're gonna have to hook it up from this island, and I have done some scouting in advance about how to hook it up, right? So if we go back to this view, you can see, especially with the height markers, that over here, this path, this one leading... No, wait, this is the wrong one. This path here is at height 3, which is quite low. And I think what we should do is just extend it, go down again to the bottom, and then just go straight towards this island. I think that is the best plan. So, and then once we're in the island, we'll just go up and then see that we get our round, and yeah, the usual. Yeah, so the path, I mean, ooh, it's gonna be expensive, but yeah, I guess there's no real way around it. We just need to get that sorted. One thing that we need to do to prevent guests from just walking straight into the void is we need to get a no entry sign for this one. We'll get this one because it does not snow in the underground. There, right. Now we also need to lower this down, which we will do. Right. I don't even know really where we're building. Game, if you would be so kind, I'll enable everything. I just want to know where the crap we're building. Alright, well that answers that for me then. That's pretty much obvious right now. Right, so we'll disable everything again except for the guests. So, I mean, if I didn't know any better, and I don't, we are going over here. So, I guess I'll just have to, I don't know, start making Yeah, start raising the terrain then, right? I mean, that's pretty much what I'm supposed to do right now. Come on, game. Yeah, alright. So, from over here, we raise this, 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 and this too, I guess. And then, I guess what we need to do is just go over here, and that's it. Right. So right now, if I'm not mistaken, I can't go up, but right now we can go up. So right now we're at water level, which I think is a good level to stay on. So this is it. I mean, this is our path. I think that's fairly okay, and yeah, boom, just as I thought. Game, if only you could remember the type of view that I had when I was building, right? Oh well. Right, we'll place a few trash cans here, and we'll also place these snowball machines, because they're cool. Yes, like them. I like them. Also very important. There. Right. So I guess that right now the whole no entry sign. No entry sign, please. Oh balls, have I? I might have made it slightly impossible for me to even select this no entry sign. No entry sign? Come on. Give me something here, game. I need no entry sign number something some wood. Alright, I don't see a thing over here. Come on. Game, I'm asking nicely. Ooh, that might no. Right click to modify. I think yeah, you're the one. Good. Okay. Well, we got ourselves the path. What we now need is a handy dude. Man, I mean, this is a nightmare really over here for. Well, I mean, I can so imagine if the guests think this a nightmare. I think it a nightmare, and imagine the pathfinding must think it a total nightmare. Anyway, we're gonna assign this handy dude his new section, which leads up to here. We'll also add that one. Good, so you're gonna keep it clean. Now, as for the rides that we're gonna put over here, I have made a selection. I want this tower, I want you, and I want you. I know we also have this tower, but in all honesty, I mean, see, two towers on the same island. We'll keep this tower for over here if we ever make it over here. I mean, we'll have to see how that goes, but yeah, you know, so those are the thrill rides. I then, you know, I mean, this definitely also. I then also want this one, the River Rapids, and I want this coaster. Steel coaster, because we can boost it, so we don't need to build a lift in a traditional way. We can just boost it and have it go straight, you know, in and out of the iceberg, like straight away, and hopefully achieve something much more like this bobsled coaster, and much less like over here where the majority is outside and we just pierce through a couple of times, but that's it really. Something that is done a little bit better over here, but still. So those are the general plans. I guess we should start out with getting ourselves this actual roto drop out there, right? Oh, and by the way, you know what we should also do? We should also assign ourselves a fixed mechanic, or just a general mechanic actually, who is gonna get the whole island as his territory. So that way, you know, when I hook up as a ride, you know, or expand the infrastructure, I at least know that this you know, that it will always have coverage for inspections. So, and if it's not a coaster, also for you know, breakdowns. So we got that covered. I mean, it's just a bare necessity. And one thing that we should, or maybe also do, you know, just thinking about it, is oh, there is no queue there. maybe we should now do the pricing check then. I mean, it is dry right now, so we might as well check for profits. Let me see. Yeah, the bearing racers, I mean, definitely needs it price adjusted to, let's say, something like $1.50. That would do. And then the Tiger, oh well, that one's just recently opened, so I mean, how many? Yeah, you only had 2 customers, and that was probably because it was raining too. You are already adjusted. The rest is making a good profit, so we should not really tamper with them. Right, okay. Now I know that the new island does not have facilities, but where would I place them, right? In any case, what we are gonna place is this. Look, build custom design, build it right here. Like so. Oh yeah. Now I do think that if we build the entrance over here, it won't fit. Yeah, it says it won't fit. So we'll do it like this. I mean, it's a bit of a cheap solution, but we'll do it like that. You know, just to keep it simple. Now, how are we going to... Oh, is it really like... Am I? Yeah, it seems like it seems like the exit is right above the path. Well, actually, it is like, you know, the path stops to below the tile bordering the exit. That is what it seems like. So if we were to hook this up, I'll put this back on, we would have to go like so. Because, yeah, the path is over here. That's somewhat of an issue. Somewhat. Actually, I guess what we could do is just go like this and then go down. Right, we'll do that. So that means that we'll have to raise these by 2 and by 1. Okay, that one is taken care of at least. Let's see. Then we go down. And if we then go straight, I think we have just hooked up our ride, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Right. Well, that's that taken care of. Next is the exit path. And I think that there isn't really any other solution for us other than just to go, you know, over here, 2 down, and then hook it up over there. I mean, to me, that seems like the only sensible thing. Well, actually, I mean, that is a rather clean solution, if you ask me. So, I'll put this over here, you know, the non-snowed one, because of underground, and some benches. I mean, they will really help, because this is going to be an absolute massive fall. Oh yes. It's always good to build these at max height, but we have the base quite low to the ground, so yeah, that might be an issue. Might be. Wow, and look at this. I mean, we got a ton of guests coming in. Maybe that 400 wasn't really that difficult, you know. And again, this is a pretty solid ride, this, so that might also have to do something with it. We got this covered. We need to open it up and give this a name. Now, we could call this some other, like, well, frosted ground stuff. But I don't feel like it. I think what we should go for is, I don't know, Frost Drake or something. It doesn't really, you know, that's more for a coaster, so no. Maybe we should go for, yeah, the Spire? I don't know. We could, but, how about... I mean, I'm trying to think of an ice-related tower thing, but, you know, that's just, I don't know, I think that's asking too much. So what we're gonna go for is the Blue Spire. There. I mean, you know, we don't need to go too crazy with the naming. Of course, you know, with a name like that, we do kind of need to live up to it. So there. I know, it's, that's better. dark blue spire. That way it doesn't just blend in with like the environment, which is really bad if it does that. And then I guess we could go with this. Could we? Yeah, right. I mean, a little bit of red here and there isn't so bad. Yeah, right. This is good. I like this. Now, currently our money still isn't going that strong, but we do and should have ratings over here. For you and for you, adjusted with the synchronize option. You are above 7 as I expected, and you are above 6 as I expected. Very, very good. The only downside really is that when it's raining, nobody wants to go on these rides. And it rains a lot in this park. It's actually also quite a realistic temperature right now for the first time. I mean, I know. Right, it's also time that we expand the path over here a little bit. So I guess what we should do is like go up to like this level. You know, just, well, what we should do really is just make sure that we surface. So, to do that, I think it's best if I just lower this. Right. Then, I need to get ourselves a start with this path, which would be over here. Now, to see... Ah, game! Yeah, this is the view I need. Right. Okay, so right now we are where we want to be, I guess. Then we need to go up here. And I mean, it's alright if we stay over here till then. Right, okay, so now it is time that we further furnish this, and this is also the place where we can now put some facilities, for example. Not that many actually. We can place 2 over here and then 2, well, I guess we could place a whole shebang over here if we really wanted to. I guess why not. I'll leave 1 space in here for the middle. If for some reason we end up building something that, you know, comes up like this, I mean, I can totally see myself doing something like that. So we'll leave 1 space open. But it is time now that we place down some facilities, starting out with the toilet. I mean, that is a pretty crucial facility that we should not withhold from our guests. That can only end negative. We're also gonna get ourselves a coffee shop because they're nice, and perhaps a burger bar because maybe they want hot food, you know, I can totally imagine that too. And then what we also are gonna place is this, a balloon stall. Now the other balloon stalls, I believe you have white, and you have icy blue. And the one over here is normal blue, so I guess this one has to go with dark blue. There. Right, and yeah, oh, almost. This time though, I caught it in time, you know. That was almost another big derp. Right, well, it is time for us that we get another ride over here. The question is which one. I would love to get ourselves a coaster, but when I look at my finances, I see that that is not going to happen right now. So I guess the next thing that we're gonna build over here then is the go-karts. Now I have had a thought about the go-karts. Go-karts don't like underground. I can, you know, kind of understand that. Well, not really. I think it sucks, but it is what it is. They don't like the underground, so we're gonna have to build the station high up here, and then just, you know, cruise about the top. I think that is actually the best plan, so that we don't go underground, and we also do not block off like the majority of these cliff sides, which of course we want to utilize for coaster construction. So I think that is the best plan. It is gonna be quite a long endeavor to hook that up, especially if we, and I think we kinda have to build the station over here. Which means that it's gonna be freaking high. What are the height markers? 16 are... Wow. We would need to cover a whopping 8 in height. We could do that, I guess. I mean, this is 4 height. And this would be another 4. Well, actually, I mean, when I'm, when I'm looking at it like this, I'm thinking like, oh, it's actually not that bad. Wow. Maybe alright. I mean, if we do that, I guess it would be best to have, let's see, oh, man, I'm losing the orientation here fast, but, so, yeah, I guess, right, ladies and gentlemen, maybe it is not so bad as I thought it would be. We're gonna get ourselves a go-kart. It doesn't need to be that big. We're gonna make a nice one though, but it does not need to be crazy big. We are gonna build it over here and have it go back to over here. It doesn't need many more. Yes, I think otherwise we would have ran into support issues too. Now, of course, I do need to make sure that I don't derp things up here for myself. That means that the exit needs to be over here-ish. No. I need the station to be one longer so that I can have the exit be over here and the entrance be over here. Yes. Okay. Good. Well, with that taken care of, look, see, this is where I like to race around on the top of the iceberg. Nice. And then I guess we could take a small trip down over here. Stay straight. I don't want to do too many crazy shenanigans. And then go over here. Like so. Right now, I mean, this is all fine. I guess. I hope I don't screw up the path exit. I know we have a tradition for that, but alright, cut me some slack on that one. Right, so now it is of utmost importance that we get back towards the station. So we're gonna do that. Something's breaking down. If I didn't know any better. Something is definitely breaking down. Look, simple but nice go-karts, if you ask me. Didn't cost us too much, but it should be fairly profitable. So yeah, good for us. Now, first of all, we're gonna hook this up. And that's also very important. And actually, we're gonna do that working backwards. I think that is the best solution over here. So, right, lower and raise the land. We'll do that. It's no issue. Raise and lower the land. We'll do that too. We'll raise it 1. And then we'll go straight. And then boom shakalaka. Look at that. Hooked up as if it wasn't a thing at all. Oh yes. And of course we can pull off the same trick going downwards, right? So actually that means we do need to go one more like this. Yes. Look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, as if it wasn't an issue at all in the slightest to hook it up. Boom! Nice! Easy! I like this, as long as it's easy, and of course, another rainfall is coming towards our park. Not good, I'm telling you, but we now have this ride available, and we need to set it up proper. Oh, nice. There's go-karts, man, and this is good. This is going to lure in loads and loads of guests to the park. Yeah, there's also loads leaving, it seems, but we're also getting them. Oh man, 1250 gas might be quite a challenge in this park, actually. I mean, they're leaving in droves, and we're also getting them in droves, but yeah, and it's not easy to get a high number in this park. Now, what we really need is a coaster to get that. But first, let's get this sorted. How about we call this the ice road trucking? No. We're gonna call this ooh, that's actually a series that I've been watching on National Geographic. But we're not gonna call this a highway to hell. No, that is not fitting for an iceberg theme. Well, no, what we're gonna call this is we're gonna call this slippery slope. There, that is quite fitting for an iceberg because it is very slippery to drive on an iceberg, I can tell you. This different colors per car, and they all come differently colored, which is nice. Now the supports, we are gonna make them blend in. We're gonna make them blue, like this. I know it's not the best blue, but we're gonna make this blue. Then this one, I mean, these are just, you know, like the sides of the tires. I feel like we could get away with almost anything. If we go with this, it's really mainstream. I guess we should go with black on this one, because they're tires, right? I mean, that's the most fitting, so... Good. Well, we got that covered now. Let's get some benches over here. Let's get some trash cans. What we also need, actually, I mean, can we think of it? How about a handy dude that keeps this new area clean, right? I mean, look, the old handy dude just covered that area, but this one covers more. Very well then. Okay, so the go-karts is now a fact. What we really need right now is a little bit more money so that I can build a coaster. So what we're gonna do is, and I know this is tried solution, but we're gonna place a few fountains in critical places just to gather up some money, really, you know. Like critical places are like over here and over there. I mean, this is where, you know, lots and lots of rides will benefit from these fountains. So there, I think that looks pretty alright. Has it affected the ratings? I mean, that is the big question, of course. Yes, somewhat. I wouldn't say greatly, but somewhat. Has it affected these ratings? Well, it's actually, I mean, 3.36 isn't bad. It's just that why. I mean, it's a rowing attraction. What can we expect? Now, over here, why don't we place a snowman on top over there? And, well, we could place a few things here, but maybe we... I don't know, we could... maybe... the thing is, you know, what I'm kind of hesitant about is that we might block off, you know, possible routes for our coasters. And that's the last thing I want to do, really, so... Now, ooh, a pizza stall! Definitely gonna want one of those. Definitely. We also need the money, so we need to be careful. What we are gonna... Oh, crap. No. What we are gonna do, though, is... oh, I'm so tempted to place one over here, really. So freaking tempted. Should we? Should we? Yeah, alright. Alright, nice! Now, the go-karts, I don't know what the ratings are on this one. Oh, we don't. We don't even have them. But they should be pretty solid, you know. Now with a castle over there, I mean, what is there to not be good about this anymore, right? And we're also gonna place a mansion over here and another snow dude. This is all purely for the go-karts. We're not gonna have any tracks over here anyway, so, you know, I kind of feel safe doing that. I'm really hesitant to build over here though. Really hesitant. Maybe a snowball over here or something. I mean, that could work, but other than that, no. Yeah, right. This is looking quite alright. We are gonna need more money though for a proper coaster, but then a coaster is a thing that this park is desperately needing. Though in terms of guest count, we're also doing really well. But we're not there yet, and it isn't a race that we've won so far. So, are we gonna be able to build that coaster? That is something to discover next time, when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.